When I was working on a new sound bank in Vital, I had many times the problem that Vital doesn't have an arpeggiator, and thus I'm writing my melodies in MIDI, and I built a converter which allows you to convert this MIDI to a Vital LFO or a Vital LFO to a MIDI file. And I want to show you in this video how it works. So you have some advantages in MIDI. For example, you can easily shift the notes. You see on which note you are. It's quite easy to do things like here reverse, invert, to change the starting position of the MIDI and find a better starting point, or to loop different sections, or if you want, for example, copy like a musical theme. That's all way much easier in MIDI actually. But you also have things which are better in an LFO. You can, for example, if you have your sequence in an LFO, then you can map it to other parameters than just the pitch. And for example, let the filter or something follow along with the melody. Also, if you want to share the patch, for example, if you're creating a bank, then you need to store the melody somehow in the patch. Because otherwise you have a lot of like loose MIDI files and people won't be able to use the melody as you intended to. For example, this melody here, we will bring into a Vital LFO today. And the first step we need to do is we need to mark all the notes and then we transpose it to C. So as you can see, my current key of this track is F sharp. And for the conversion, it's important that we have it in the range from C1 to C3. So we have 2 octaves. And all you need to do is you need to hit the arrow keys and move it to C. Once you have it transposed to C, it will look like this. So you can see it's starting here at C1 and C2. So that was my F sharp before. And all you need to do then is export the MIDI clip. Give it a meaningful name like Cloud 9 Mellow in C. And don't worry, later when we have the LFO, it will be an F sharp again. We save this, and from there on it's really easy. Once you downloaded the converter, you will have to open this index file, and then you just drop the MIDI file here in this area. So this is our MIDI file. We drop it here. It detects all the notes in the MIDI and converts it to a Vital LFO. This Vital LFO, we just need to open and then we copy it into the LFO folder, into the user LFO folder of Vital. And you find the user LFO folder of Vital just by opening Vital. Go here on user folder, open file location, and you can see we already have our LFO in here. And all we need to do from there is we load it in and we double check that everything is all right. So we had 16 steps. And it's important that it's always like 24 semitones, especially if you try to convert something from Vital LFO to MIDI, you always need to have this 24. You're flexible on this one, but it needs to be 24 here. We set it to sync, and 1-1 means that it's like 1 bar, 16 steps, so we have 16 notes. If you want to have it in 8 notes, then you could set this to 2. For example, if you want to have it faster, you can go faster, whatever you want. Just set it, put the smooth and all the stuff out. And from there, it's really simple. You just map this to the pitch and set this to bipolar. And as we are going over 24 semitones, we put in 24 here. Or you can go even faster if you hold Alt on Mac, then it's already bipolar. And you just need to type in the 24, original one off. And now we have our melody in Vital. And from there you can do a lot of things. It's a bit of a shame that this resets all the time. But from here you can do cool things. You could, for example, glide notes. So we could put this here. Or we could map this LFO to other parameters. For example, if we want to have the filter modulated by it so that higher notes move the filter a bit up, and lower notes, move it down. So you have a lot of options from there. So that's actually the nice thing. You have both worlds. You have the MIDI world, which gives you like full control or actually easier control over things. And then you have the LFO world, which gives you a little bit more control to move multiple things in the patch. And that I think is really cool because you get way more flexible in creating your patches here. And now if I want to transpose this to MIDI, it's equally simple. We just open the file location, we have our LFO here, we drop it here, and we get the MIDI file. And all you need to do is hit Command C for copying it, and we paste it here, and you can basically see this is the same MIDI as we had before. So you can convert in the one direction, but you can also convert in the other direction. And soon I also give you a converter for Serum. And with that, so you can basically use both converters if you own both and swap presets from Serum to Vital and from Vital to Serum via this kind of like MIDI gate.